Here we go. Well, aren't they looking handsome?
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ho.
Oh, look.
Hiya, Bern.
Yes,
Are you well?
Thank you.
Hey,
I'm good.
dear old thing.
There's a Bernadette each here. Isn't that wonderful? Yes.
Ian and Craig, ready
Hello,
to
Ian. Nice to
slave
see you
away.
again. Hi. Oh, you're Craig. You're Ian. You
yes.
pointed to the wrong people then.
Did I do that?
Yes, yes. Oh, put it back on.
Well, it's my hair.
Right. Isn't that lovely? Bernard, best wishes always. Lots of love, Kamal. Isn't that nice? He signed that for you.
And here it has, he flies Qantas in case you have an overhead camera.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Well, what are you going to do for us this... I mean, this is just a little teaser before the commercial break.
A little festive Christmas fare. We have how to do a turkey even if you're living alone.
Yes.
Ham for a smaller family, and there are smaller families
of course
today.
There are.
In case you're aware...
Something's gone off.
It's your phone, Joyce. Oh, heaven. We're celebrating the choicest peak of strawberry season here in Victoria.
Yes.
With strawberries a la king. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Anyone we know.
And for those who are really desperate and have been given a cake or a pudding by some commercial body like a charity, how to make it survive well enough to be eaten on Christmas Day.
We'll do all of this right after this break on Good Morning Australia, and Barry's back with us to sing very soon. Thank you, Bert. Bernard King and the Bernardettes are going to give it to you right now. Great to see you again, friends.
Thank you, thank you. We're ready with some Merry Christmas ideas. Because it's an amazing thing. Over the many years that I've been cooking for the public, there are 2 or 3 cute little tricks I've come up with that they want to know more and more about. So we're beginning here with Craig, slopping away here. This is the cake rescue. And do you know when I invented this? I was asked to do some free plugs for a charity cake, a fundraising cake, and they sent me samples of the cake, which were so dreadful. I thought, how am I going to promote this wretched thing? And came back to the solution that every traditional cake cook saturates with liquor or liqueur or masala or sherry. So I've come up with this layered suggestion. Take that call it a commercial cake. Or the one that your aunt cooks that is always so bad or overcooks it. Saturate with the liqueur of your choice. Layer with fresh fruit, and strawberries are so prime and peak at this time of the year. And these are all Victorian. They met us here in the studio. Layer it with a slightly softened ice cream. We drizzle with a little chocolate sauce and refreeze.
Should I pick that up for you, or do you... was that important?
On the day...
just a crumb.
Plenty of everything. On the day, bring it out of the freezer maybe 20 minutes or so before serving. Let the ice cream soften. It suddenly transforms what could be ordinariness to the extreme into absolute heaven.
Wonderful. That's a great idea.
See, we're using a lavish liqueur, but it doesn't have to be as extravagant as that. It can be rum or brandy or whiskey or, for the desperate, gin. For the poverty-stricken, sherry or masala.
Why not? Why not?
Now, when
so what's next?
Come to what Ian is slaving on here. We've done a barbecue suggestion. I've become quite enthusiastic about barbecue.
Now, what's Ian doing there?
We're giving it a little glaze of a puree of strawberries, again highlighted with strawberry liqueur, just to give a cosmetic gloss to the finish.
Are you doing any work for the Australian Strawberry Association or anything?
Primary producers are my favourite people. The cooking man, and I'm the son of a farmer. I get so excited when I see magnificent product. I want to tell them about it, you know? And look at that.
Oh, but that's a big strawberry,
What a world we live in. Isn't it a wondrous thing?
It certainly is.
And they're clean and fleshy and juicy right through. Product of Victoria. When Queensland grows them as well, I'll tell you about that too.
Certainly.
Now, the turkey, this is one of Lady Steagall's champion big-breasted birds. I've par-cooked it on day 1. Let it settle in the refrigerator so all the juices settle back in again. And then you just finish it on the barbecue. And to give it a flurry of excitement for its appearance...
Oh, is it going to sizzle?
Yes, a little liqueur pureed with strawberries just for a gloss and glaze.
Pureed? What?
A puree, just drop it all in the blender. These days we call it a concuss.
A concuss, yes, we've got a few here, actually.
I met a poor little darling from the western suburbs who called it a concasse. And a little...
Well, that's what I thought it was, a concasse, a concuss.
Concuss, And a little flambe with some vodka just to finish it off as you bring it to the table. Now, here I have
70% of our audience, by the way, live in the western suburbs. They could belt you to death, you know?
Well, they know how I feel about them. It's the standard of education that I'm appalled at. Now, the ham. Now, I've done the smaller piece of turkey for the smaller family, and indeed today you can buy turkey pre-cooked or smoked. That's the kind of treatment. Give it a little warming on the griddle or the barbecue, just fairly gently.
Did you learn this from Mother Kelly? Tell us about Mother Kelly and the pantomime.
Mother Kelly's a pantomime dame, and this time I'm actually playing a proper dame.
Yes.
A wonderful drag queen in Sydney called Pennsylvania's designed the hair, so and the face.
You're too beautiful to be a dame.
Well, see what I mean? Yes. Well, in fact, my actress friend Lynn Taylor said to me, "Darling, you look like Tony Lamont."
Yes.
So I'm going to sing the blues next time. She's a dear old thing. She's playing at the Independent Theatre. Her son...
That reminds me of your 40th birthday party. Wasn't that a wonderful night? Yeah, absolutely pretty. Everyone got to wear the wig. Yes.
She doesn't realise that her son, Edward, is actually Ned.
Oh, Ned Kelly, yeah,
And that's the tangle of the story, and it's very funny.
Are you enjoying it?
Oh, I'm having a great time. Lovely young company. I mean, it's a good thing about being a mature actor is you work with young people. You're not doddering with anyone.
Right. Where's it playing?
At the Independent Theatre, which is a lovely old theatre now revived in Sydney.
2 shows a day?
2 shows a day until Sunday. Then I fall down and celebrate Christmas.
Right. That's the theatre that Doris Fitton used to have, isn't it?
Yes, yes, and it's history,
right.
But they've refurbished it so tastefully, and well, Leslie Walford did the design, wouldn't you? Now, let me tell you about my house. Craig is about to finish off our strawberry chocolate-coated tree with an oozing, melting snow.
Oh, look at that.
Of chocolate sauce.
Oh, mind boggles.
Come.
Yes, I knew we'd met before. Yes. Oh, look at... Oh, it doesn't stop. Memories.
Monica.
Don't forget, Bernard is the man who coined the phrase to Belvedere, "Does he do house calls?" Oh, that looks lovely.
We have a surprise. Now, come back to my ham.
Yes.
Today, this is a KR Darling Down ham. Now, my father sent his pigs to KR. And these hams are choice, but today they're redesigned so you can have a smaller ham for a smaller family.
Lovely.
I discovered that the men regret not having crackling.
Yes.
Because you peel the ham to glaze it. So what I've done is I've redesigned the whole thing so the crackling now comes to the table as a little chewy knot. It's quite chewy.
Once again, anyone we know.
Delicious.
Yes.
I think it was a drake. And just, it gives great delight to the men to chunk and chew on it. And I did find last time I served it, there were several girls in the audience who quite liked the glazed ham too, and the crackling. They love to chew on a crackling. Now, one final note. For those of you who don't have a dessert, if you're being controlled and or you're not a dessert person, a beautiful soft Australian cheese just with the companion...
some more strawberries.
Strawberry or grapes are also coming into prime season. And nectarines, etc. But I think strawberry and grape are so appropriate to that luscious, soft cheese. And
may I bring Belvedere on?
How do you do that?
Belvedere, and your own personal shot, my dear friend. Here he is with that Christmas spirit. And must say, a lovely thought on Bernard's part. All of the crew got some chocolates, which I think is just lovely. Thank you, Bernard. Oh, look at that.
Little Belvedere.
Yes, take your cans off. There is, and that.
There we are.
Would you like a bit? Would you like a bit?
Lovely.
There you go.
Want you to try the pudding.
You can speak, can't you? Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Bert Newton.
I was going to ask you to try the crackling, but we thought it might fill his mouth too much and he'd be chewing for too long to get a response, whereas the pudding, he can take a dainty little elegant...
You've got a little funny verse for us and so forth?
Yes.
2 days to go. No, well.
Is that heaven? It's absolute heaven, isn't it? Yes, I know heaven when I'm near it.
Yes, I know you do.
Sadly, I'm getting closer.
What do you reckon?
No tantrums or curses or threats, because this is as grand as it gets. There's nothing as good as Mother King's pud when served up by 2 Bernardettes.
Lovely. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Bernard.
Now, hang on. No. Little Prezzies, we bought you an extra surprise.
Oh, isn't that lovely of you? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Craig. Thank you. And some Bollinger. Oh, we're going to have some fun this afternoon.
And Belvedere, you'll remember when I offered you a Ferrari.
Yes. Now you've got
house call.
Yes. Oh, you'll enjoy that, won't you? Yes.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Lovely. Things have improved. Last year, you gave you a BSA Bannerman sidecar, so, I mean, things have really improved. If you'd like a copy of the recipe, this is all you have to do. Remembering, of course, give us some time, because we're all going away for some time.
For a long time.
For a long time. Give me a ring at St Vincent's. Bernard's recipe. Good morning, Australia. Channel 10, private bag, 8000 South Yarra, Victoria, 3141. And please enclose a stamp, self-addressed envelope. Merry Christmas to Bernard, Craig and Ian.
Thank you
so much for being here this morning. You can just hold those for us, my friend. Waiting for us over yonder to speak on behalf of Sony, please say good morning to Angela.